Hello, welcome to the Intentional Budget. Welcome back if you've been here before. My name's Helen. This is my journey with cash stuffing. I'm using cash envelopes, cash budgeting to manage whatever I've got left from my income after I've paid all the bills out of the bank, basically. I've been doing it about 3 months and it's working really well so far. So yeah, this is my first video for November. I closed out October and finished all that off last video. I didn't do a budget with me for November, so I'm just going to do a really quick run through of my budget for this month and then cash stuff the first week of November tonight. So I hope everyone is okay. I hope you've all had a good week. It's Friday evening when I'm filming this. So yeah, time for the weekend, which is always good. This is my first time filming in the evening and kind of not using natural light, so I hope the light is okay. I'm aware sometimes that when I move there seems to be shadows, which I'm really sorry about. I hope they're not too annoying. But yeah, I do try and film during the day, but the days are getting shorter and I didn't manage it today. So hopefully this will be okay. Right, looking at November, it's pretty standard for me this month. I've got a couple of work trips, but neither of them are overnight, so it's just kind of there and back in a day. So I should be able to sort out everything I need for the dog within my usual budget for him. I don't need to sort anything else out. And I've got a couple of payments due on my subscribe and save and my splosh, but other than that there's nothing kind of major going on. So just quickly to run through this because the numbers have changed slightly. I hope you can see this. So my salary coming in £3,134.62. That is a little bit more than it has been before. I said last month I'd got a salary increase, but I wasn't sure what it was going to look like. That's going to be 3,134. It's generally the same every month. My monthly expenses out the bank have actually gone down a little bit this month. So last month my bills out the bank were £985.52. That's kind of all the utilities, the mortgage, the insurances, all the kind of, you know, running your house stuff, running your life stuff. They've gone down to 878.23 this month. That is because partly it's the rebate on energy that we're all getting, but my direct debit to my energy company has gone down as well. They've been emailing me for the last couple of months telling me to reduce my direct debit, and I'd reduced it slightly but not by as much as they were recommending because I wanted to wait till the price increase at the beginning of October and see if they were still telling me to decrease it, which I waited and they are. So I have decreased it to the amount that they recommend now because I've got a fair bit of credit built up. So I'm going to keep my eye on it and see over the next few months if it's, you know, if that is enough, or if I all of a sudden in 2 months of winter manage to wipe out all the credit I've built up. So we'll see. But that amount of money is slightly less this month, which is always good. I am also the £1,000. This is 81878 is just me transferring that £1,000 from one bank account to another. So that's not really expenses. It's just putting the money somewhere different. £675 out of savings out of one bank account and 100 out of another. And then my charity donations, 104 in one bank account and 15 in another. So everything else is pretty standard this month, nothing unexpected. What I haven't done is then work out all the rest of it. I just did this really, really quickly last night so I could figure out how much money to take out the bank to cash stuff today. Essentially, when I've paid all the bills, what I'm left with this month is £490 in one bank account and £847 in the other bank account. Now, £650 of that 847 is my variable cash expenses for the month. And then the rest of it is, you know, kind of money that I can choose to do with what I choose to do with it. And this was part of the reason I started cash stuffing, was to you know, save more of that money, not necessarily spend it all. So some of it is going into sinking funds now at the beginning of the month, and then hopefully during the month I will put more of it into sinking funds, but I leave it there so that there is, you know, there is money for me to spend if I need to, want to, or if I go anywhere that won't take cash, basically. So yeah, so that means that I am stuffing not £520 today. I don't know where that's come from. 320 into my variable envelopes and 150 into sinking funds is 470 today. So that's what I'm doing. My purse is empty because I emptied it out last night, and there should be, what I just said, £470 here. There's actually hopefully going to be £10 more because I paid a deposit for a night out that several of us are going on. I paid a deposit for one of my friends and she gave me the money back this afternoon when I saw her. So there's an extra £10 in here, I think. So I should have £480 in here. So let's just check. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84. That's nice and easy. £400 there. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Yeah, £480. So that is what I have got to work with. So let me do my envelopes for my purse first. £120 going into my food and spending envelope. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. So basically I allow 450 for food and kind of spending on a weekly basis every month. November's a 4-week month, so it's £120 this first week and then 110 for the next 3 weeks. Petrol gets 100 every month, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And I'm hoping, well, no, actually, I was going to say, I'm hoping I won't spend much of that because I've still got over half a tank of petrol left. But then I'm doing 2 drives for work, so I probably will spend it all. The dog is Rocco. He gets £100, 20, 40, 60, 80. And I want to put 2 £10 notes in there because it just makes it easier to have change for the dog minder. Because he will need to go there twice this month. Okay, that's that. Right, sinking funds. And I should have £160 here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is put £50 into my gas and electricity envelope, and that is essentially me saving not all of the rebate, because I know it's more than £50, it's 60 something, isn't it? But I want to save the majority of that into a bit more of a buffer for gas and electricity every month that we're getting it, just so that it's there in case I need it. And I've already filled this in because I did film this, try filming this at lunchtime when it was daylight, and essentially the dog just wouldn't stop barking because there was one of the houses up a little bit further down the street is having some work done, and they were being really, really noisy, and he just, yeah, it was ridiculous. He just wouldn't be quiet. So we're trying again. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, that I'm going to start doing at the start of every month, is putting £40 into my self-care envelope. And the reason that I'm doing that is so that I'm not, in the months that I'm having my hair done, I'm not putting £80 into that envelope on those months. I just figured it would be easy to do a smaller amount every month. And there is quite a lot in here already. There was 270. That's because I finished my first savings challenge at the end of October and put that money, that £180 from the savings challenge, into here. I've got a weekend away in, you know, one of those, go to a hotel for the night and then they've got a spa and you have a couple of treatments and everything's included. I've got one of those coming up at the end of this month, and I decided that that was what that savings challenge was going to pay for. So the money is just in there until I bank it later this month. Okay, so that's done, and now I hopefully will have about £70 left. Well, no, not about £70 left, £70. So I'm going to put 30 in my annual bills. Just keep that going up. It's going up really nicely. I'm at £780 now. And this was really the only goal I had when I started doing this, was to get this up to about £1,000 by January. So that's hopefully on track for that to happen, which is really good. I'm so pleased about that. It's, yeah, I kind of felt like when I started doing this, if this is the only thing I do, I would be, you know, I would have been pleased. But, you know, there's money building up everywhere else, which is so much better than I imagined. Yeah, I seem to have developed willpower from somewhere, which is really good. £20 going into house. And again, that's building up nicely now. That should be 250, which is really good. And the last £20 is going into my car sinking fund, if I can find it. It's here, okay. So again, this one is just building up money to pay my road tax, my MOT, car service, and then when it's due, my car insurance. But that isn't due till July next year, so it's going to be MOT, road tax and service months before the insurance is due. So there's £250 in there now. And that is me for the beginning of November. Sorry if I feel like my voice is a bit croaky. If it is, I'm sorry about that. It's the end of the day, and I'm at the end of this cold that I've had and a bit of a sore throat. And one minute I feel like my voice sounds fine, and then the next minute I feel like it's you know, croaky and not well again. So yeah, that's me for November. If you've got to the end, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I hope everybody is doing well and going into November feeling positive and enjoying the autumn kind of times. I always like autumn, when you can kind of get your jumpers and your big boots out and it's all cozy in the evening. So yeah, I hope everyone's okay, and I will see you in a couple of weeks to just update on how November is doing and cash stuff. What it will be the week 3 of November. I do it every other week. So yeah, see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.